Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Team out there, we are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense will get the first swing today. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years, and of course you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in 07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected.
Ineligible receiver, downfield, offense. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll try the jet sweep here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So from the 18-yard line, it's second and long. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
It's not a huge game here, but if you have multiple runs like that throughout the course of the game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's complete downfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense will set up on first and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. There's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, you find a one-on-one matchup just like this, even though it's the first play of the game, and you attack downfield. Regardless of the situation, when you see a matchup as a quarterback, you take advantage of it. What a way to get started here for this offense.
Incompletion sets up a second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes a quick catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
He'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort of the defensive holds. Now it's fourth down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it, and he'll throw first down. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Let's it fly to the wide out. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
What a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
will hand it off. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Holding. Offense.
That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? On the handout, they'll test the right side here. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. Breaking free at the 35. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about.
Holding. Offense.
Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Receiver in motion now. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. Finding some room at the 25. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 20. Past the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown for the DU.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they roll like this, results in quick and positive results.
And it's 7-0 after 3:18. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's moving out of the pocket now. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two.
Just a great job here by this linebacker to be able to come up with that sack there on the blitz. Big play for this defense. And, man, Chris, you think about the linebacker play at the University of Miami over the years, it starts with Ray Lewis, and it could end with it, to be honest, but the list just keeps going. Michael Rivera, Jonathan Vilma, and Dan Morgan. You can go on and on and on, and this guy right now is trying to live up to that standard.
Offense made it worse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. Here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. In travel to the playoff game, what a boost to get a touchdown off a punt return here.
Yeah, you're right. You're talking about trying to advance to the national championship. It comes down to plays like this that give you a chance to possibly get there. Huge return, great blocking up front to eventually take that one all the way back to a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. They make the tackle, but it's a big gain. Ball near midfield, spotted at the 49.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Off target and incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Pass not complete.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good play by the defense.
Promising start to the drive, and now two conclusions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. The special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
Here's the second down play. And here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Third down play for this offense. Ball handed to the running back. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Canes have 1st and 10 here. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Signs the quick throw. Oh, and he's in the throw. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. First down and goal.
Oh, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
We go with a direct snap. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Kicking team on now for the extra point. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it.
Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Follows the pick with a nice return. Finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive kill right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs. The defense comes down with it.
Pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here in adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place make a nice play.
Pressure is coming. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Miami. Strong by this quarterback. And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. This kickoff team, let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
29 Philly.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. And he pulls in the catch.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice 1st down.
They make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
On the double.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Back in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looks left and finds his target there. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
They'll try the right here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Trying to extend the play. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've got a lot of pressure. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. And that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it and finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45. Well, the big fella's Kirk throwing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down. You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. When I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much they would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Another great play by this receiver. And I'll tell you, the offense coordinator's done a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
On the set.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, James.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it. And here, he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
Here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Miami. Out of the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. first play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaks loose at the 40. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
On first down, it's play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. And you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down for the completion. Moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll run it here. Here's the running back with the ball. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt.
2-9 Philly.
Quarterback keeps the football. Touchdown for the U. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This quarterback's already proven he's not afraid to tuck that football down in the option. He's reached the end zone now for the second time in this football game. The defense better start to account for him. He's going to make them pay for it again.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. this one away. Turn starts inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking right, this one caught. And the ball to the ground. Recovered by the offense and good for first down yardage.
Wow, the defense makes a huge play. They were able to poke the ball away from the receiver, but the offense was quicker to get to the ball, so they retained possession.
And they'll get him down that time. The game makes it second and medium. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit. That big hit to knock that ball loose.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to scramble now. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Aggressive run, pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line. First down here for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. This is the sixth play on the drive. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm. But when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Check, check.
Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. He'll hand it off. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State. It's up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Miami offense is back on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to 21.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Take a break for the quarter here. It's Miami in front. These playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle. A shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. So let's get back to the action. 1 quarter away. What would be an impressive CFP statement. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down.
42 Spider. Ready.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle, but first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock and trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
The Hurricanes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, looking to throw the football. The short completion of the tight end. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
And the Canes pick up enough yardage for a first down. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. And looking for a big play here. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Hurricanes. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25.
Cricket.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He makes the grab. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. So now it's third and short from the 43. And they keep the drive going, or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down. Offense set for the sixth play in this drive.
29
Looking to throw yet again. He's running out of time here. He launches too high, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing.
That pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
They're going to throw it on third and very long. And he decides to just throw it away. That's good.
Out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the runner takes off to his right. The Hurricanes are on the move here. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the back. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
On third down, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield. No chance at all. Defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. They do it for a second time. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Trying for a fourth down completion. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And their route is on.
Coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.